All right, this is from an Instagram question from last night. And, I had to think about this for a little bit. And, but the question was, is there such thing as a natural competitive bodybuilder? In the novice class, yeah, there are. Because you've got some guys who are just, naive. But they want to compete, and that's all well and good. But, short answer is no. Not once you get to the upper levels. They might claim natural, they might claim that they're competing in a natural show and this and that makes them natural. But the bottom line is no, there's no fucking such thing as natural competitive bodybuilding, especially at the higher levels. When you got guys that are claiming natural, and they are, even though they're not that big, because they're not taking that much, and it really depends on what they're taking, how they're taking it, when they're coming off, when they're coming on, so on and so forth, right? But when you see a guy who is, has muscle density, striations, separation, vascularity, with muscle shape, size, tie-ins, so on and so forth. No. Especially when you get up to the pro level, these natural shows, right? These guys know what they're doing. They know how to do it. They know how to play the game, and they know when to get off, so on and so forth. They know what to take, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a steroid. And, GH plays a big part in everything nowadays, and GH, for the most part, unless they want to pay for the extra testing in these shows, GH is undetectable. And there are other factors that go into that too. It's just not GH. Now, I'm not going to get into what other compounds that they could be using, but, if you're claiming natural and you're getting off, let's say, stuff, 3 weeks ahead of time, 2 weeks ahead of time, month ahead of time, and the stuff that you're on has a half-life of, 3 days to a week, and you're just cleaning out for the show just so you can test, negative and a P test, you're not natural still. Okay, so it's complete bullshit. When you walk on stage and you've got that density, even though you're not, you don't have the size as somebody, as let's say that is an NPC competitor, because most guys that I know, right,